Imagine driving alone on a moonlit road, the world around you eerily silent. The only sound breaking this silence is the soft hum of your car engine and the occasional hoot of a distant owl. The moon, your only companion, casts long shadows that dance and flicker with each passing tree. The chill air seeping in from your slightly ajar window carries whispers of forgotten tales and secrets the night holds. Welcome to the realm of night drives, a world that exists between the last rays of the setting sun and the first light of dawn. Here the familiar morphs into the unknown, and each turn in the road might lead to a new mystery. Every journey is an exploration, a dance with the unknown, where the destination is often overshadowed by the journey itself. As we traverse this moon-drenched landscape, we enter a world where solitude is a constant companion. The night silence has a language of its own, spoken in the rustle of the leaves, the sigh of the wind, or the distant echo of an animal's call. This solitude can be a solace, a respite from the world's incessant noise, or it can be an eerie reminder of how alone one truly is when shrouded by the night. Now picture this, a late-night drive on a seemingly deserted road. The road stretches out before you, a ribbon of gray disappearing into the inky darkness. The only lights are the twin beams from your headlights, slicing through the night like a pair of spectral eyes. The trees lining the road stand like silent sentinels, their branches swaying gently in the cool night breeze. Your car's tires hum a monotone song against the asphalt, a rhythm that syncs with your heartbeat. There's something inherently eerie about such drives. The world outside your car feels like a forgotten realm, a place where time stands still and reality bends to the whims of the imagination. Each shadow could hide a story, each gust of wind could carry a message, and each mile could hold an adventure. And so our first tale unfolds on this lonesome road under the cold gaze of the moon. A figure emerges from the darkness, thumb outstretched, a hitchhiker. Our tale begins on a lonely stretch of road, bathed in the harsh white glow of a single pair of headlights. The driver, a weary soul seeking the comfort of home, spots a solitary figure at the roadside. A hitchhiker, standing as still as a statue, thumb outstretched in the universal symbol of a traveler in need. The driver's heart twinges with unease, but the spirit of goodwill nudges him to slow his vehicle. As the car comes to a halt, the hitchhiker moves towards it, a seeming apparition gliding through the foggy night. The driver rolls down his window, his voice shaky as he offers a ride. The hitchhiker nods, the glow of the headlights casting long, eerie shadows that play tricks on the driver's tired eyes. Once inside, the hitchhiker remains silent, a stillness that amplifies the driver's unease. The driver attempts small talk, but each question hangs in the air unanswered. His eyes flit to the rearview mirror, and what he sees sends a jolt of fear coursing through his veins. The hitchhiker has no face. Where there should be features, there is only a blank canvas, a void in the shape of a human head. The driver's heart pounds in his chest like a frantic drum, his palms slick on the steering wheel. He swallows hard, forcing himself to keep his eyes on the road. He tries to convince himself that he's seeing things, that the late hour and the lonely road are playing tricks on his mind. But the chilling reality is reflected in the mirror. The faceless hitchhiker is real. Every instinct screams at the driver to stop the car, to get out and run. But a primal fear roots him to his seat. He feels the weight of the hitchhiker's gaze, an unseen stare from an absent face. The silence in the car is deafening, broken only by the hum of the engine and the rapid thud of the driver's heartbeat. As the miles tick by, the driver's terror grows. He can feel the cold seeping in from the hitchhiker's side of the car, a chill that seems to freeze his very soul. He dares not look in the mirror again, but the image of the faceless figure is seared into his mind. Suddenly, the hitchhiker signals for the driver to stop. The driver complies, the car screeching to a stop on the desolate road. The hitchhiker steps out, the door closing with a hollow thud that echoes in the night. The driver watches as the faceless figure disappears into the darkness, swallowed by the shadows from which it first emerged. The driver is left alone, the silence of the night now filled with the echo of his own heartbeat. He takes a moment to catch his breath, his hands trembling on the steering wheel. He checks the rearview mirror one last time, half expecting to see the faceless figure still there. But there's nothing, only the empty road stretching out into the darkness and the haunting memory of the faceless hitchhiker. As the faceless figure fades into the night, our driver is left with nothing but the haunting echo of his own heartbeat. Let's take a moment to collect ourselves as we leave behind the faceless figure. A solitary road, an eerie night, and a chilling encounter, it's an experience that leaves us with a cold shiver running down our spine. The faceless hitchhiker, a spectral presence on a lonely road, has left an indelible mark on our minds as we grapple with the lingering sense of dread and unease. As we tread this path of nocturnal narratives, remember, each story holds its distinct fears, its unique horrors. Our journey isn't over yet. The road ahead is filled with shadows and secrets yet to be unveiled. While the faceless figure fades into the rearview mirror, the echo of its presence is a chilling reminder of the unknown. The next tale is a different kind of horror, a different kind of fear. It's a story that's sure to send a chill down your spine, make your heart pound in your chest. Now, let us delve deeper into the darkness as another tale awaits us. The road now winds through a dense, whispering forest where shadows play tricks on the mind. Our driver, let's call him Sam, continues his journey through the night. As he delves deeper into the woods, an eerie quietness descends, broken only by the occasional hoot of an owl or the rustle of leaves under the tires of his car. The road, barely illuminated by the car's headlights, twists and turns unpredictably, each corner revealing more of the endless forest, a dark labyrinth of ancient trees and hidden secrets. It's then that Sam hears it, a whisper, barely audible above the hum of the car's engine. He dismisses it at first, attributing it to the wind rustling through the trees. But then it comes again, clearer this time. Undeniably a voice, a human voice. It seems to come from the forest itself, disembodied and ethereal. The words are indecipherable, but the tone is unmistakable. It's a plea, a cry for help. A chill runs down Sam's spine. His heart pounds in his chest like a drum. He's alone, miles away from the nearest town. The rational part of his mind tells him it's probably just his imagination playing tricks on him, fueled by the eerie surroundings. But the whispers persist, growing louder with each passing moment. Fear turns into paranoia. Sam starts to see shapes in the shadows, hears rustling in the undergrowth that wasn't there before. He fumbles with the car radio, hoping to drown out the whispers with music. But all he gets is static, a harsh, grating sound that seems to amplify the whispers rather than drown them out. Every instinct screams at him to drive faster, to get as far away from the source of the voices as possible, but the road is treacherous and the car's headlights only reveal a few feet ahead. One wrong turn, one moment of lost concentration could spell disaster. The voices grow louder, more insistent. They seem to surround Sam, echoing in his ears, bouncing around inside his head. They're no longer just whispers, they are screams, cries of anguish and pain, a cacophony of sound that threatens to overwhelm him. As fear grips him, Sam's foot presses harder on the accelerator. The car lurches forward, hurtling down the winding road at breakneck speed. He can barely see through the windshield, his vision blurred by fear and the tears welling up in his eyes. He's no longer just driving, he's fleeing from the unseen threat that lurks in the forest, the voices that haunt him. The forest thins out, the trees becoming fewer and farther between. The whispers fade, becoming distant echoes. Sam's heart still races, but he allows himself a sigh of relief. He's made it, he's escaped, but the experience has left its mark. The whispers in the woods, the disembodied voices, they're etched into his memory, a chilling reminder of the unseen terrors that lurk in the dark. He will carry this story with him, a tale that will send shivers down the spine of anyone who hears it. With the haunting whispers fading into the distance, our driver escapes, carrying with him a story that will chill the bones of anyone who hears it. As dawn breaks, the horrors of the night recede, leaving only memories and stories. In the stillness of the night, the lonely road offered more than solitude. It served as a stage for the uncanny, the eerie, the downright terrifying. The faceless hitchhiker, a spectral presence, blurred the line between reality and the inexplicable. A phantom stranded in the netherworld, hitching rides between realms, forever wandering the midnight highways. It's a tale that makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up, a chill creeping down your spine, even as the rational part of your brain struggles to dismiss it as mere folklore. Yet there's something about the story that tugs at our primal fears, isn't there? The fear of the unknown, the fear of being alone, the fear of the dark. It's these fears that make such narratives alluring, for they make us confront our deepest anxieties under the safe cover of a storyteller's voice. Then we journey deeper into the woods. Amidst the eerie whispers, the darkness seemed alive, pulsating with unspoken dread. The whispers were not mere figments of an overactive imagination, but sentient entities echoing through the dense foliage. The woods, usually a haven of natural serenity, transformed into a haunting soundscape, a labyrinth of lurking dangers. It's a story that makes you glance over your shoulder, your heart pounding in your chest, your senses heightened to every rustle in the shadows. Again, we're drawn to such tales, aren't we? They play on our inherent fear of the wilderness, the fear of being watched, the fear of the unseen. They make us question our sense of security, making the familiar surroundings seem suddenly alien and potentially hostile. These stories, they tap into the universal human experience of fear. They remind us that we're still bound by our primal instincts, no matter how advanced we become. They give us a thrill, a chill, a moment of suspense, a break from the mundane. And so we reach the end of our journey, a little wiser, a little more wary of the mysteries that lurk in the dark.